Brian here, 8-4 Ranch, and if you're like me, you're doing a ton of research to try to figure out what type of fencing you want. You gotta think about the post, you gotta think about the fence itself, and then what are your goals behind that? So for us, I wanted to go top of the line. I wanted a nice, good, clean look. So I went with 6-inch diameter treated wooden posts. They're 8 feet tall because I'm going with a 4-foot fence. And you can see I had these cut down to a tip, a point, so I could utilize a post driver. Now, I've used a few different post drivers before. This one I rented from our local rental place called Southwest Ag out of Bayfield. This is called the Wheatheart. Really, you can get two types of these that you can typically rent. There is a 3-point hitch attachment that can go on your tractor, or you can get the towable. I prefer the towable, that way I can utilize it with any equipment, and it's just a little bit more functional, and I think it's a little heavier duty. You can see on the back side here is an actual carrying crate to hold the logs. You can probably get about 25 or so of the 6-inch wooden ones back in there. The more in there, the better it is, and the sturdier the machine is actual pounding. So I don't even let it run all the way dry. I'll actually go and continue to top it off when convenient for me. There's a few different levers over here, which I can do a little close up. Essentially, this thing will tilt side to side, back forward, and then there's also hydraulics to actually make it slide forward and backwards, and then left to right. So you've got a lot of play when it comes to pulling up to that next post line. You don't have to get it exact, you just gotta give it enough room so you can utilize all the different variables within the unit itself. Let's turn this thing on for a second. All right, now that you can see we got it on, we got the up lever and the down. All right, so we got the tilt. You can see you're tilting it back and forth. Now you can tilt it forward and backwards. So if you're on a hill, that's really convenient there. And then the whole unit, you can see, will drive forward or back. It's not moving right now because it's not hooked up, but you can see the toe over there moving forward and backwards. And then you have a hugger right here. This hugger is what will grab the post and hold the post for you. Very convenient for the whole switch. Honda 360 engine. So overall, this unit's a little bit older because it is from a rental company, but I'd say it's functioning well. If you're looking to get exactly straight, perfect lines like for a backyard with a shorter fence, I don't think you're gonna get it with this. When it's pounding, you know, you see a shift. Plus, we also here, I have some soil, then I hit hard clay, and then I'm down there at shale. So I'm really fighting some tough ground up here in the Rockies. I'm not in the Midwest with that soft dirt, and I'm sure it'd make this go a lot smoother. But so you can't be too picky. You might find your post to be about 1 inch or so off. Got to keep an eye on the levelness. I do recommend a 6-foot level with this. I tried the 4-foot level, and I don't think it's gonna give you what you need, especially you're gonna start getting some curvature with some of your posts if you're ordering as many as I am with it. I did go with American Timber. Thought they did a great job with the quality of the lumber and as far as being sealed. I did do a double seal coating on my H braces because those are gonna see more sunlight and they're gonna get more precipitation and moisture setting on top of them through the winters and the springtime weather with it. But yeah, besides that, they pound right in, even in tough terrain. I did do it over the winter as well. I rented this unit. It was harder busting through the frost line, took longer, so it really probably wasn't worth the investment to rent it because it took longer, but it did get the job done with it. So if you are in a pinch and in the wintertime you do need to drive some post, it will pull through for you. I do like the controls on this as well. There is a newer brand out there called the Ideal. I rented it. It seemed bulkier, it seemed bigger. But it wasn't playing right. I think they're working on it. They may have fixed it on there, so I'm definitely up to trying their product again. But I will say, the competition's product, it had more handles on it. okay? So to shift the unit forward, backward, and side to side, I can use one stick here. With the newer company, I have to use one handle for forward, back, another handle for side to side. Not as big as a fan. You would think more handles the better. I'm gonna say no to that. I like the original layout here for one handle being able to move it all 4 directions. And that same goes with the tilt. So overall, it's probably 2 less handles than the competition. It's definitely a learning curve. My challenge was 2 people does not make this job twice as fast. One person can do it. It's just stepping back a little more frequently to utilize your measurements. But otherwise, a second person's nice, but they're literally standing here watching you, just saying left, right, forward, back, and maybe helping you unload and load a bit. But if you can't handle that, you probably shouldn't be doing the job anyways for it. So I'd say primarily this is a 1-person job. Unless you have a volunteer to help, that's great. But to be paying 2 people to do this, or for myself and to hire another one, probably just isn't worth it in my opinion. I don't see the return. All right, and I think that's my review of the post pounder, slight review of the Wheatheart. And if you have any questions, feel free to reach out. Thank you for your support. Talk soon.